Alright, well, something different. But some of you might recall the story about this paper that I got. And if you're not, then look back at the USS Chicago that we built a couple months back. And a lady gave these to me while I was buying some coins. And a couple of things struck me when I got these. I've still got to build a display for them. But one of the articles in here, which, I mean, these are, special war editions where the Japanese surrendered. And the date, let's see if we can get that in there. Not very well, but August 15th, 1945 on a Wednesday. This is Seattle paper for a nickel per copy. And volume CXXV111. What is that? I know what it is. How many of you know what it is? But my point is, one of the articles that is in here is on the cruiser Indianapolis, where 1,196 men were lost. The heavy cruiser Indianapolis was lost recently in the Philippine Sea from enemy action, with 100% casualties to her personal totaling. Wow, I did not know that. 1,196 officers and men. Announcing this today, the Navy said the famous vessel was lost shortly after completion of her last mission, sailing from San Francisco July 16th on a high-speed run to Guam to deliver essential atomic bomb material. She was lost after safely delivering her cargo. The Navy gave no details of her final fatal action. Casualties include 5 Navy dead, including 1 officer. It's continued on page 11, which I don't have of this paper, but oh, wait a minute, there's another column. 845, oh okay, 845 Navy missing, including 63 officers, 307 Navy wounded, including 15 officers, 30 Marine Corps missing, including 2 officers, and 9 enlisted Marine Corps wounded. That's a little confusing to me, but 100% casualties. Okay, that doesn't mean they were 100% dead. Everybody on ship was injured in some sort. Her casualties placed her near the top in weight of losses on a single vessel in this war. The ill-fated aircraft carrier Franklin suffered 341 dead, 431 missing, and more than 300 wounded. The battleship Arizona, with a total of 1,104 officers and men lost in the Pearl Harbor attack, leads the list of personnel killed. The Indianapolis, traditionally the flagship of the powerful Fifth Fleet, had been at the Mar Island Navy Yard for repairs just before her last run. She had been damaged by a Japanese suicide plane off Okinawa, March 31st, 1945. Admiral Raymond S. Spirance was aboard at the time of the suicide attack, but he escaped injury. Skipper of the Indianapolis was Captain Charles B. McVeigh, Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. He is listed as wounded. The Indianapolis, first naval vessel laid down and completed after the London Naval Conference of 1930, was commissioned at the Philadelphia Naval Yard November 15, 1932. After the shakedown cruise to Central American waters, she was assigned to special duty with President Roosevelt, embarking him and his party at I can't read what that says. Campobello. Continued on page 3, column 3. Okay. Now, why do I read all that? And hopefully you understand. These men, these are heroes. In my eye. I hope they are in yours. So, in honor of this newspaper article and these young men, I have decided to build a model of the Indianapolis. It is a 1 to 350 scale by Trumpeter, made in China. Looks like a pretty good deal, pretty good model thus far. Haven't opened it yet. So apparently it's got a 630 pieces and a length of 531.4 millimeters, which I think it's around 21 inches or so, somewhere around there. So that'll be a pretty good model. We'll give this one a shot, see what it looks like, and hope you like this one. Like, share, and subscribe as we get on with the USS Indianapolis Cruiser 35, CA-35. Semper Fi. Well, at 21 inches long, this ought to be pretty interesting. Huge. Oh, color. Okay. Color layout for the paint. And markings. Wow. That's very interesting. See if I can set that up there. And bulkheads. Very nice. Instructions are large, clear, looks well articulated. I like it. This may be the best model I've had in a long time. USS Indianapolis CA-35, 1944. Let's see how she goes together. Simplify. So I decided I would look this over first and see how hard it would be to get these pieces put together before I started videoing. Well, it was a lot harder than I thought. Now this is an option. It's one of the metal pieces. These are not an option, apparently. These 6 pieces here, I'll show you those. The rest of it is normal, which is basically this. Those are fun. All of those pieces come down to that and this. Now this is not the best camera for close-ups, but there's those 2 and these 4. Now the latter, well, I didn't put on there yet, but these are a challenge. And this stuff bends super easy. I mean, it really bends. So you have to be really careful or try to straighten it back up. And this has been, Lord, I've been 2 hours, 2.5 hours on just that part and this, which is these pieces and this. I love the detail. I think it's going to be great. I think I might be making a mistake of not painting it pieces first, but I will deal with that later. And there it is so far. So this is going to be, I think, one of the best ones. Yeah, I really do. A very detailed, nicely done model. Frustrating, irritating, but nice. I like it. Okay, we'll keep moving. So I thought at first I would prepare these parts. Here on number 5 I'm working on now. Thought I would prepare them and put them all together on camera. Well, it has taken me a little over 2 hours. Just since 3 o'clock, a little over 2 hours just to get these parts ready. And I thought, well, then, so once I get them ready, I'll put them all together on camera. If it took me that long to get them ready, I mean, I have to bend these into shape, cutting these and getting them off of here is fun. I don't know how I'm gonna get that wire thing there. I've already lost one. Fortunately, there are duplicates on this one. I lost a ladder well, and there are duplicates because it's needed. Some needed 2, some still need 1, but they give you a double. But bending these pieces here into shape, you can barely see this stinking thing, and it just takes too long. So I'm sorry I can't go piece by piece and show you how this goes, but the end of this one, if you can see the ladder well, it comes up through the top and down through there, and some bracing that they put in there. It didn't come out too bad, but this is going to be fun. Detail is something else on it. Now these are options. This is not something that you have to put on there. These are just options that make things look a little better. And I'm going to go all the way. Whatever I can do to make it look its best this time. So I'll show you here in a minute what it's going to look like, but even at fast forward, it's just going to be too slow. So, alright, like, share, and subscribe. Semper Fi.